Hey y'all, welcome. Welcome back to another video for those of you that have been here for a little bit. For those of you guys who are new, welcome to Chrome's World. I'm Chrome, and I just want to be here to talk. Talk to young people like myself and those of us who are lost, trying to figure ourselves out. Anybody that is trying to just figure out what life is, what's the purpose, what's my purpose, what is everyone's purpose, self-discovery, actualization, self-discovery, I feel like I might have said that already, self-identity, self-growth, spiritual growth is the key thing on this channel. But yeah, so that's what we do here. That's what we talk about here. We don't do that negativity stuff and putting down each other. That's not what we're here for. I don't believe that's what we were put on this planet to do. I believe that what we were put here for is to lift each other up, to show one another. Like for example, I believe that everyone can benefit from someone somehow. And when I say that, that doesn't mean manipulation or lying, because it doesn't benefit you in the long term. I'm talking learning. I'm talking lifelong wisdom and the desire to want to be better every single day, and to not just sit around and do nothing while your life may be in shambles, or while the world is in shambles. I'm not looking to change the world. I'm looking to change hearts of people, and those people can change other people's hearts, and through that human connection, then the world can change. It sounds awfully optimistic, but I'm not. The world's too big. I'm looking on just helping people change and changing and transforming myself, and that way we can make the world a little bit better than we found it all together. And I really don't know what I want to talk about, really. I'm just figuring out life as I go along, figuring out this life thing. Figuring it all out. Loving life as I'm going through it, and trying to just spread love where I can and laugh it up with my friends. Talk to my mom every day if I can, so she knows that I'm here. I love her. Trying to just make sure I keep all my relationships big. I try to keep them fulfilling to me, because I don't like just sitting around talking about nothing all the time. Like, I could talk about nothing, or I could talk about my favorite superheroes and things like that. I love that, because that's what makes me me, a big part. But ultimately, when that conversation dies down, it's like I hunger for real stuff. I hunger for real people. I hunger for potential in myself and other people. I hunger in seeing all of our potential actualized and realized, and that way we can really be excited about living, be excited about pursuing our goals and all that stuff. And life can it's so exciting. As stressful as it can be, it is exciting. And with that stress, it gives me, I can focus on what's important. And that in and of itself is a difficult thing. Trying to just focus on what the heck is important. What is important to you? What's important to you? What's important to your soul? What fulfills you? Is it drawing, writing, getting to know people, getting outside and trying to be one with nature? What is it? What makes you you? What brings you joy when nothing else, or not much else, seems to? Do you have a support system that allows for that to thrive, that can encourage that thing that fulfills you? Because as important as it is to get stuff done on your own, because ultimately all you have is yourself, right? But I do want to say that I believe it is almost as important, or just as important, to have a strong support system that is set up for you and them to have a higher chance of succeeding in life and in the field that you want to get into, and helping you succeed. That that is set up, a support system that is set up to encourage your self growth, and that encourages your potential and seeing it realized. Like, I'm looking at the trees and all this stuff as I'm passing by, and it's beautifully sunny, as you can see from the sunlight. You can see all the trees in the background and on the side, and yeah. I miss being outside. I really do. I miss me, I'll be thinking about that all the time. I miss my younger self. I miss that inner child. He never really went away, He never really went away. But it is important to keep your inner child alive. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place with this. I'm just, kind of want to do something a little different. There's no real topic. It's a few topics, multiple topics, and all in one video. And I just want to sit with you guys and just have a little conversation, or multiple conversations in one conversation, while I'm on my way to work. I want to do more stuff like this. Just sit on the bus and chat with y'all if it's not too crowded on the bus, because I don't really feel comfortable on buses doing anything let alone anything like this, if it's heavily crowded. Like, and when going back to mentioning our inner child, you gotta have love for that little person. You got to. Because it's like when we're kids or when we're teenagers, we almost want to shun the younger us in a lot of ways. We want to immediately try to pretend like we're so much more mature than we actually are. And it's kind of a shame, because there's also a purity in your immaturity. Not saying that you should be overly immature to where now it's just straight up childish, but I mean there's a real purity in being a kid. You don't have really too many responsibilities, at least you shouldn't. And you're not paying, you're not paying bills, you're not working really. The most you have to deal with are annoying little runts that you go to school with. There may be a cut, just so you don't keep seeing me cough. See, there was a cut, because I just coughed, and I don't want y'all to keep seeing me like, oh, freaking, sound like I'm coughing my guts out and still like recovering from the flu. I'm nearly recovered, but gotta hit the air vents in here. The air is alright. Anyway, we have a tendency of trying to be super mature or so grown, even though I'm about to, I'm 21, right? It's January 2025. In August, I'm gonna be 22. And every time I keep thinking, okay, I'm a few years older, man, like I'm an adult now, yada yada, I'm grown now, and I keep, and then so many things that happen, and it doesn't take until the 20th time that something annoying happens with me, my ego, and whatever else is at play, for me to figure out that in all actuality I'm still just as immature as I've ever been. I mean, sure, I know how to manage it better in a lot of ways, but there's still a lot of ways where I'm blind to how immature I can be, and then that annoys me because I'm thinking I made so much progress, and I gotta go back and I gotta fix this. I thought I was fixing this, and now I gotta start at square one. Why? Why? It's because it's a daily process. It's a work in progress. And we keep trying to rush progress. It's like planting a seed in the ground, and you want it to become a tree, but it starts out as a seed first, and then every day you water it, water the soil, and make sure it gets its sunlight and gets its nutrients and stuff. And after maybe a couple of decades, eventually it will become that tree. The more defined version of itself in due time. But you have to be patient with it. We need to be more patient with ourselves and treat ourselves with the amount of care that we would treat other people with, or that we would treat our families with, or our pets with. Anybody close to us, we would treat them normally with some kind of unconditional love. And I ask myself, why don't we do the same for ourselves? Why have we been trained to be ashamed of ourselves? What is it? But then it's a lot of it, not all of it, but I'd say a lot of it is in social media, where we compare ourselves to people, and then our goals seem minuscule by comparison, and we just stop caring and we give up on ourselves. And I've been in that rut where I've given up on myself for a very long time. And seeing that there are people that listen to what I gotta say, which feels weird. I'm not used to people listening to what I gotta say. And on here, people are. And I thank y'all. But for a very long time, I'm trying to get used to my friends and you guys and just listening to what I gotta say, and it's helping me not give up on myself day by day as I think about this channel and what I want to do with it. I want to bring people together and bridge gaps, so that way there are no more gaps. We're all connected through human experience. We are all connected, and in that I want to give my love to y'all, to those that I do not know. I want to give my love to y'all. I pray that there is joy, that you can find joy. I pray that you can find peace and encounter positivity and be a vessel for it wherever you go, because that's what I'm aiming to be as well. And I try every day. And the hardest person to aim that at is yourself. Maybe like myself, you may believe that you're not deserving of it. Maybe you just don't believe that you're capable of it. And I just want to say to all that, that is such an incorrect statement. You don't even none of us know what we're fully capable of. But we have so much to give, and yet we keep selling ourselves short. And the real question is why? Why can't you do that thing? Why do you keep holding yourself back and telling yourself you're not going to make it, when the only person that's stopping you is you? You have no enemies. As corny as that may sound, I genuinely believe that none of us have enemies. Our biggest enemy is ourselves. And then once we get rid of ourselves as the enemy, there's nothing we can't do. And yeah, I think I've rambled on enough. You know what I'm saying? So, but I missed y'all, and I wanted to try something. I wanted to try something different. So, hang on, another cut, because coughing. Alright, there we go. Got the cough out the way. Sorry. But, yeah. I love y'all. I really pray that y'all sat through this whole thing. And please let me know if you want to see more videos like this. For those of y'all that are new, like I said before, I want to bridge gaps. I want to bring people together. People who may be feeling lost in life. People who are trying to get out there but can't put themselves out there. They don't feel comfortable enough to. It may seem so daunting. You know, like myself, this is a place where we can do that and come together and teach each other some things, and we can all learn from each other and really give to each other, and hopefully in the process we learn what it is to give to ourselves, because we are all a reflection of each other in some form or fashion, in some way. So hopefully we learn to give to ourselves as much as I want us to be able to give to other people, and really just be there for others, and be there for yourself, and really show up and mean what you say when you say you're going to do something. So I'm going to sign off for now, and I will hopefully be making a video later. I love y'all so